Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and today we are looking at another teaser trailer. That's right, another one's been released, and we're going to take a look at it, and be even more excited than we were a minute ago. Brilliant, let's roll it.
It mustn't be correct. A mere fancy of fate. If that is true, why does my mind churn so? Yes, as to be expected. Very good. Very good indeed. Can't be. The drummer, visible only in the autumn months, defies reality and hangs within the sky simply to taunt me. Oh, by Sigma, it's really happening, isn't it? The fourth constellation. Is there a fourth? The Azir continues to frenzy, and my research leads me to the drummer, a scientific impossibility given the time of year. Further study revealed Rhya's Cauldron also. I am beyond reason. There is no reasoning with the forces of fantasy. Though I loathe to admit it, the time has dawned. Sigma, protect us all.
Protect us from what? What's dawning? What is it? Let's find out. Let's go back to the beginning, and I'll chop it up, and I'll pause it when I have something to say. The usual thing. We've done this before, okay? We've done this before, you and I. Let's do it again.
It mustn't be correct. A mere fancy of fate.
Okay, so quick interruption. The background seems to be more violent now. It's the little weird wibbly bit behind the thingamajig. You come here for the hot takes, right? There's my hot take. Brilliant. Let's carry on.
If that is true, why does my mind churn so? Yes, as to be expected. Very good. Very good indeed. Can't be. The drummer, visible only in the autumn months, defies reality and hangs within the sky simply to taunt me. Oh, by Sigma, it's really happening, isn't it?
Okay, so that's a big deal, right? The drummer is obviously another star sign. We've seen many of those, and this one signifies yet another chaos god. So let's take a look at it. And so the drummer is one of the star signs of the old world. It is the sign of excess and hedonism, appearing as a drum, and is in ascending during late summer, early autumn. So again, totally different time, but I think we've established the times, that these are in ascending. I don't think it matters at all, other than that they shouldn't all be in the sky at the same time. So that's pretty simple. That's pretty straightforward. But the fact that it's excess and hedonism points to Slaanesh. Very blatantly. Slaanesh being the chaos god of, well, excess and hedonism. So, really nothing cryptic about that. I can see why they didn't put this in the first trailer. That would have been a bit obvious, I think. So, anyway, people born under it are known to be excessive, hedonistic, and celebratory. And yeah, again, just more Slaanesh, fine. Overview, the sign of the drummer is viewed differently throughout the Empire. Some see it as a sign of celebration, whilst others believe it to be a sign of steady decline of man toward chaos. A character born under this sign tends to be extreme in any decision he makes, taking things further than most. So it's not really specific to the trailer or anything, but the fact that it's sort of the steady decline, Slaanesh was pretty much born out of civilization. The other chaos gods existed because they are almost forces of nature, whereas Slaanesh, because it's excess and, hedonism, that can only exist where civilization exists. So it's all about the sort of, it's the fall of Rome, it's all that kind of thing where, they just end up not wanting for anything and being super indulgent, and that happens. So just the sort of natural decline of civilizations as they get too big for their boots. So it's sort of an expression of that. So it's a very interesting one. I think it's really cool. I think the Chaos Gods are really interesting, sort of where they fit into stuff. So anyway, that's sort of neither here nor there. It's not really related to this trailer. It's just related to Slaanesh, which I find is just a very interesting Chaos God. So yeah. that'll do. That'll do for them then. Let's carry on.
The fourth constellation. Is there a fourth? The Azure continues to frenzy, and my research leads me to the drummer, a scientific impossibility given the time of year. Further study revealed Rhya's Cauldron also.
So, again, there's another one. So, this is super unique with this trailer, because it's been one per, trailer, which is interesting. One, star sign per trailer. This time we've had two, which is very cool. So we had Slaanesh, and then now he's more desperate to find another one, because they seem to be escalating, which, again, shows the speed at which things are coming, which I think really cool. It's a really nice way to sort of up the urgency. That, and I think after the third one, there's no doubt in anyone's mind that, yes, there's one for each of the Chaos Gods. And Rhya's Cauldron, being this new one, well, let's read up on it. Rhya's Cauldron is one of the star signs of the Old World. It is a sign of mercy, death, and creation. Appearing as a cauldron, it is in ascendance during early winter. People born under it are known to be righteous, fearless, and merciful. So this is, she's sort of the mother god, right? She's seen as the mother god, Rhya. She's, part of the Imperial Pantheon. She's seen as a good god, but she shares a huge amount of similarities with Nurgle, who is, well, the fourth chaos... excuse me, the fourth chaos god in this... coughing. No, don't worry, Nurgle hasn't got to me. But yeah, the fourth one that, has been found in the sky. It's the last remaining chaos god to be mentioned. And he's all about life as well, but he's indiscriminate about what life it is. So for him, disease and plague and all the rest of it, that is all his domain. So bacteria to him is just as worthy as a human life, right? So the idea of humans being riddled with disease, he's just like, yay, more life. Isn't that a lovely thing for you humans? You got that lovely, tasty soul, but I like life, so have all the diseases. It's great. And he also has a cauldron as his thing. So rather than it being this sort of nice thing like Rhya would have, feeding, people, sort of the god of the hearth and everything, it's putting in a bunch of horrible, nightmarish stuff and brewing something sinister. It's yeah. So but yeah, very similar. Huge similarities between the two gods. That happens a lot. There's a lot of weird sort of dichotomy there, where they're sort of like good and bad, but they can almost be seen as different aspects of the same sort of belief, which I think is really interesting. I love the whole like empire pantheon. It's very cool. Just Warhammer gods in general are really interesting. They're really cool because a lot of the times you can make these insane like connections between completely like rival sort of forces, which I think is really fun. But it's great. There's there's sort of looking after people in a nice way, and then there's chaos, So yeah, Nurgle, god of disease and such. So anyway, overview: a highly revered star sign, Rhya's Cauldron is associated with all aspects of nature by astrologers. Characters born under this sign are known to view death as merely the next step on a journey. They are fearless when fighting and merciful to less fortunate innocents. They will vehemently take steps to cleanse the world of mutants wherever possible. So, the mutant thing, I think that's just, people who follow Rhya tend to be, good guys, right? Good guys. So, that's the thing there. But that doesn't have much of a reflection in sort of Nurgle's whole thing. But the rest does. The rest does. The sort of nurturing thing, the fact that it's all about life and like death isn't the end, all the rest of it. For him, death is just more life, right? Because as a creature dies, it is feasted upon by all manner of new life. So it's pretty creepy. But there's also certain sort of elements of sort of entropy and things in his mythos. But yeah, life is a big deal to him, just as it is Rhya. But he's a little less he's far less discriminate, which you'd think is a good thing. In this case, no, it is not. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I think that's it then for Rhya's Cauldron, that bit. So let's get back into the trailer and see what else our wizard friend has got to say.
I am beyond reason. There is no reasoning with the forces of fantasy. Though I loathe to admit it, the time has dawned. Sigma, protect us all.
The time has dawned. Obviously, it's the time that all of the Chaos Gods are coming. That's sort of an inevitability in the world of Warhammer. People, well, the common man might not. There's certain doomsayers that'll say the end times are coming. But anyone who's actually sort of clever knows that it's coming as well. So it's the stock of insane people and clever people. Common man, they don't want to be panicked, so they're fine. They don't really know about it. But everyone knows that the end times is coming. Everyone can see the signs, but the signs aren't usually this blatant. So this very much is, yep, chaos is coming. Properly. Not just like some chaos warriors. No, chaos is coming. Demons and all. The gods have taken an interest, clearly. So asking Sigmar for protection. That's, I think, interesting because that shows that this wizard... I was thinking maybe he had been falling to corruption throughout this time, with him being sort of full of anger and everything. It could just be that his mood is being sort of affected by the sort of the rise in chaos. As chaos sort of rises, so too does the winds of magic. So he's more likely to be influenced by the winds of magic, and they're going to be stronger. So he's going to be more battered by that. Even a very disciplined wizard is going to feel the effects. That's why you get things like, especially with human wizards, they're very easy, like sort of easily molded by this stuff. So that's why bright wizards tend to have, their hair is flames now. Things like that. They tend to be molded by the winds of magic that they channel. But if all the winds of magic are blasting because, chaos is ready to storm across the land, demons and all, then, it makes sense that he'd be influenced. So I think me thinking he'd been corrupted, I think it's just the influence coming. But, yeah, the old man in the corner, I still don't know what to make of him. I'm not sure why the advisor would be in that position to sort of try and get a warning out. Trying to sway this guy to look up in the sky and see these signs. I'm not sure why he'd do that. Unless he's just there to be a bit foreboding. Or maybe he's there as a sort of early warning for chaos. So if this guy goes, oh, yeah, there's a bunch of chaos nonsense happening, I should probably tell someone. Oh, who's stabbing me? Could be one of those things. It could be something like that. It could be that the advisor, if that's who it is, who that old man is, it could be that they're keeping an eye on the guy to make sure that he doesn't, he doesn't realise what is happening. So I think that's quite fun. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. Now I don't know what the hell's happening because there was no hint at what's coming next. So presumably there'll be a trailer at some point, but like yesterday we had a very obvious, oh, there's no won't be anything tomorrow, that's for sure, and there was. So are we going to have that happen again? Are we going to get something else tomorrow? I don't know. Is it going to be a trailer? Or are we going to get more teasers like this? I'm assuming a trailer at this point, but who really knows? God, this is exciting. So, guys, yeah, I'm done. This is it. We're done with this video. That was the whole thing. There wasn't a lot of cryptic stuff in there. It's all very blatant now, which is why it feels like that was the finale of these things. So, I don't know. So, guys, if you enjoyed this, comment, like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Because, yeah, let me know if you think I missed anything. We'll see. I'm sure I've missed something. They hide a bunch of stuff in these. So, anyway. I'll see you in the comments. Have a good one, guys.